Control, boys. This is Control. It hurts my brain cells. It hurts my brain cells. Blue finished playing. Yeah. Finished the Control. I don't know from where to begin and from where to end. I guess I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say now that I have everything fresh in my mind. Otherwise, if I make like a YouTube video later on, I'm gonna totally forget. It's gonna be full of copyright music, but it's fine. As long as it doesn't get banned. Don't get banned. Or striked. So, let's begin our review about Control. You begin as a girl that talks to herself all the time, right? We accomplished that. You're trying as a player to figure it out what the hell is going on and why she is talking to herself in the third person, sometimes assuming that she's talking to someone else. As you progress into the game, you're trying to figure it out what is going on and why everything is the way they are. You end up in a place, like you start the game being in a place of a building with a secret organization trying to defeat, or I'm gonna say emulate, the enemy, which is his. Oh, there's so much into the story that is... Should I get into the end? Alright, we continue. You are a girl walking in the building. There is some FBC, FBI agency organization doing stuff inside the building. And all of them, they call you the inspector, in whatever is the terminology that they use, that I don't even... I just deleted that word from my mind because I heard it so many times. So you are the chosen one. The whole story, after you play the game, you get a rough idea of what happened. So what I assumed from what I understood, now that I finished the game, was me and my brother, when we were very young, we found an artifact. That artifact came inside of us. It's never gonna be clear, because the game is not clear. I'm pretty sure someone figured it out, but I cannot understand it, because it's confusing. So that artifact went inside of me and my brother. Assuming the good artifact went inside of me, or the same artifact, the same entity went inside me and my brother, but my brother couldn't handle it, and it went into the bad stuff. Then you have someone, which was the chosen, who opened the portal to the badness, but I don't understand the relationship with my brother and him. Like, it's a confusing story. I don't even want to think about it. As a story, it's a confusing story, and at the end, it's a very kind of disappointing, I will say. It was all about building the story, but the only good about the entire game was the combat, to be honest. Fluent, nice mechanics, nice stuff. I enjoyed it. Throwing people, throwing whatever I was able to find around me and just throw it. Story-wise, I heard about their previous title that they put, that it was a disappointing. Although I did like the cinematics, they could have done a better job with the storytelling. Sometimes when they are trying to say a story, developers in general, they don't become part of the player that doesn't know the story, and they're trying to develop this story that makes sense to them, but is not making much of sense to the rest of them. It is what it is. It didn't make much of sense. There is some important pieces that they are missing. And by the end of the game, when she tried to explain herself what happened, she said, "No one knows what happened. We will probably never find out what happened. But it doesn't matter." And I was like, yeah, it does. You are building up this character, this entity. We are trying to make sense out of it. Do you get lazy and you don't explain us what exactly happened? Yes, I get it. The doctor or whatever, the other guy that he was in the office, Trade or whatever is his name, opened the projector. But how did he obtain the projector? How was my brother related to the projector? How my brother had the entity inside of him, the bad entity? I guess we both had the same entity, but my brother couldn't fight it when the other guy in the office opened up the portal. So the His devoured him and became one with the His, while I managed to fight it. I guess this is the explanation. Now, is the projector the artifact that me and my brother found when we were young? Is it what we found something different? Probably they mentioned something at the very, very beginning of the game that I already forgot, right? It's a game that I wouldn't recommend. Just throwing that out there, I wouldn't recommend unless you don't want to invest your time into the story and try to make sense out of it. Because I hate when a storytelling is not cut and paste. That's the story I'm gonna take you through. I'm not gonna leave you with any questions. Enjoy the journey, right? It's one of those games that they leave you with a lot of question marks at the end, and we've seen it countless of times in many, many games, and I hate it. It makes the game just bad. If you finish the game and you leave the player with question marks, aka me in this case, then that means you didn't say the story clear enough. Combat is beautiful. Graphics are okay. It's nothing too fancy or nothing too much. I always play my games on medium, so I can never say much about the graphics because I'm streaming and playing the game. Obviously takes a lot of resources. If you want to have a game that, I don't know why you're gonna get this game, to try and make sense out of it yourself, go for it. I'm not gonna even upload anything on YouTube about this game. I'm just not. The gameplay is something that I don't want to have in my channel. And this is actually the first time that I decided not to upload a playthrough on my YouTube channel about a game. But I will leave my review, right? I'm gonna have the video over there for those who wanna watch it. It's a terrible story with a very good combat. That's pretty much what it is. Replayability to minimum. There is some quests that you can go around and you unlock more things, but personally I'm not a person that is gonna go back and play the game just so he can unlock some more weapons, some more mods, some more customizations and all of that. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else over there to be said. Time for the next one. That's pretty much